The night was quiet at Riverside Hospital. Most of the staff had gone home. Only Olivia Marsh and a few others remained. Olivia was a nurse who often worked late. She liked the calm of the night shift. Tonight was her third 12-hour shift in a row. She was tired but focused on her work. The emergency room doors burst open. Men in black suits rushed in. Between them, they carried someone on a stretcher. Olivia ran to help. As she got closer, she stopped in shock. The person on the stretcher was not human. The being had skin that shimmered like pearls. Its face was almost human, but with high cheekbones and large eyes. Those eyes were the most striking feature. They seemed to contain swirling galaxies of purple and blue. The creature wore a torn silver outfit with strange symbols. "We need medical help now," one of the men in suits said. "Top secret. No one can know about this." Olivia nodded and helped wheel the stretcher into the private treatment room. Dr. Rivera, the night doctor, came running. "What is this?" he asked, his eyes wide. "Government business," the lead agent said, showing a badge. "This is a matter of national security. We found a crashed ship in the woods outside town. She was inside." Olivia noticed the being was bleeding. The blood was silver and shimmering, pooling beneath the stretcher. The creature's breathing was shallow and quick. "She's dying," Olivia said. "We need to stop the bleeding." More people entered the room. Some wore lab coats and carried strange equipment. They argued among themselves about what to do. "We can't treat her without understanding her biology," one scientist said. "There's no time for research," another replied. While they argued, Olivia moved closer to the alien. The creature's eyes focused on her. A weak hand reached out and touched Olivia's arm. "Help," the alien whispered. The voice was soft but clear English. Olivia jumped back in surprise. "You speak our language?" The alien tapped a small device at her throat. "Translator," she explained, her voice growing weaker. "I am Lyria, royal daughter of the Astrali Confederation." An agent stepped between them. "Step back, nurse. We'll handle this." But Olivia had noticed something important. She had seen the alien's blood under the microscope the scientists had set up. Despite its silver color, the structure looked similar to human blood. "Wait," Olivia said. "Her blood cells look like ours." The scientists rushed to look. They murmured in surprise. "She's right," one said. "The basic structure is compatible with human blood." Lyria was getting paler. Her shimmering skin was dulling. The monitors they had attached to her showed her life signs dropping. "She needs blood," Olivia said. "She's lost too much." "We can't give her human blood," an agent objected. "We don't know what will happen." Lyria's translator device spoke again. "My people studied humans for years. Your blood might work, nothing to lose." The government officials argued more. The scientists debated risks. But Olivia saw that Lyria was running out of time. Without thinking further, she rolled up her sleeve. "Use my blood," she said. "I'm O-negative. Universal donor." "Absolutely not," the lead agent said. "Too dangerous." "For who?" Olivia asked. "Her or you. She's dying. We have to try something." Dr. Rivera looked at the monitors. "She has minutes at best." "The nurse is right." After more quick debate, they agreed to try. Olivia sat beside Lyria as Dr. Rivera set up the transfusion equipment. As the needle entered Olivia's arm, she felt a moment of doubt. What was she doing? Giving blood to an alien from another world? It seemed crazy. But when she looked at Lyria's face, she saw fear and hope. Not so different from human patients, after all. The blood began to flow through the tube. Olivia's red human blood traveled toward Lyria's arm. When it entered Lyria's body, something strange happened. Where the blood entered, Lyria's skin glowed with a soft light. The light spread slowly through visible veins. The scientists rushed to take readings. The agents stepped back, hands moving to their weapons. Everyone watched in tense silence. Lyria gasped. Her back arched. For a terrible moment, Olivia thought she had killed the alien princess. But then Lyria relaxed. Her breathing became stronger. The monitors showed improving signs. "It's working," Dr. Rivera said in amazement. The transfusion continued for 20 minutes. By the end, Lyria's eyes were brighter. The galaxy swirls in them moved faster. Her wounds had stopped bleeding and her skin regained its glow. Olivia felt dizzy but happy. She had helped save a life, even if that life came from another world. As the equipment was removed, Lyria reached for Olivia's hand. "Thank you," she said, her voice stronger now. You have given me more than blood, Olivia smiled. Just doing my job. No, Lyria said. What you did was extraordinary. My people have watched yours for generations. We believed humans were violent and primitive. But you have shown great compassion. The government agents moved Lyria to a secure room in the hospital. They told Olivia and Dr. Rivera that they would be staying to monitor the situation. No one could leave or tell anyone what had happened. That night, Olivia couldn't sleep despite her tiredness. She kept thinking about Lyria and the transfusion. She felt different somehow. When she finally dozed off, her dreams were filled with strange stars and planets she had never seen. The next morning, she was called to Lyria's room. The alien princess was sitting up in bed looking much stronger. The scientists were taking samples and readings. Something unexpected is happening, one scientist told Olivia. Your blood isn't just keeping her alive. It's changing her. Olivia moved closer and gasped. Lyria's skin had taken on a slightly pinkish tone. The galaxy eyes were the same, but the rest of her looked more human. The change goes deeper than appearance, Lyria explained. I can feel it inside. Your blood carries something my people lost long ago. What do you mean? Olivia asked. My people engineered ourselves for space travel centuries ago. We removed certain elements from our biology. What flows in your veins is considered lost to us, the ability to adapt quickly to new environments. One of the scientists approached with concern. We need to run some tests on you, Nurse Marsh. We need to make sure you haven't been affected by this contact. Olivia nodded, but as she extended her arm for a blood sample, she noticed something odd. A small cut on her hand from yesterday was gone. Not just healed, but completely vanished. She looked at Lyria, who smiled knowingly. The blood exchange had changed both of them. And somehow Olivia knew this was just the beginning. 1 week passed since Olivia gave her blood to Lyria. The government turned part of Riverside Hospital into a research center. They closed off the entire East Wing. Only people with special badges could enter. Olivia was given a badge and a new job. She was now Lyria's personal nurse and a research subject herself. Dr. Kate Winters, a blood specialist, led the research team. She was amazed by what she saw under her microscope. This is impossible, she told Olivia one morning. Lyria's cells are changing. They're taking on human characteristics while keeping their alien properties. Olivia wasn't surprised. She had noticed changes in herself, too. She didn't tell anyone about her strange dreams of stars and planets she had never seen, or how she sometimes knew things about Lyria's world that no one had told her. Lyria was getting stronger each day. Her skin now had a light pink tone mixed with its original pearl shimmer. She could walk around her room and eat some human foods. She was curious about everything human. Tell me about rain, she asked Olivia one day. On my world, we have no water falling from the sky. Olivia described thunderstorms and gentle spring showers. As she spoke, she noticed Lyria closing her eyes as if feeling the rain herself. I can almost sense it through your memories, Lyria said. Olivia felt a chill. How did Lyria know she was thinking about the time she danced in the rain as a child? She hadn't mentioned that. Later that day, Dr. Winters asked to speak with Olivia privately. Your latest blood test shows something unusual, the doctor said. She looked concerned. There are traces of a silver element in your blood. It's similar to what makes Lyria's blood shine. What does that mean? Olivia asked, though she already suspected the answer. The blood connection between you two seems to be a two-way exchange. You gave her human elements, and somehow, you received alien elements in return. That night, Olivia cut her finger while preparing food. For a brief moment, her blood sparkled with a silvery light before returning to normal red. She quickly wiped it away before anyone could see. The next day, more government officials arrived. They wore expensive suits and had stern faces. They talked about national security implications and biological advantages. Olivia didn't like how they looked at Lyria, like she was a tool, not a person. One official, a woman named Director Patel, pulled Olivia aside. The princess's blood has properties that could revolutionize medicine, possibly weapons too, she said. Your connection to her makes you equally valuable. Olivia felt uncomfortable. She's a person, not a lab experiment. And so am I. Director Patel smiled without warmth. Of course. But you must understand the importance of what's happening here. This is bigger than any one person. That evening, Olivia found Lyria staring out the window at the stars. My people will come looking for me soon, Lyria said without turning. My ship sent a signal before it crashed. Is that good or bad? Olivia asked. Lyria finally turned. Her galaxy eyes seemed troubled. It depends on who finds the signal first. My people are divided. She explained that the Astrali Confederation spanned 12 star systems. For centuries they had watched Earth from afar. Some Astrali wanted to make peaceful contact with humans. Others feared humans and wanted to stay hidden. I belong to the peace faction, Lyria said. I was on a mission to study human biology more closely. My ship was damaged by those who oppose contact. So you crashed here by accident? Olivia asked. Yes, but now I wonder if it was fate, not accident. Lyria took Olivia's hand. Your blood has changed me in ways I never expected. I feel different, more connected to everything. Olivia felt it too. When they touched, it was like a current passing between them. Dr. Winters came in with new test results. She looked excited. The changes are accelerating, she said. Lyria's DNA is still Astrali, but it's adopting human adaptability. And Olivia, your cellular repair rate is now 3 times normal human capacity. Director Patel, who had followed Dr. Winters in, smiled. This could be the medical breakthrough of the century. 2 days later, Olivia woke with a splitting headache. She fell to the floor, clutching her head. Strange words filled her mind, words in a language she had never heard before. When the medical team found her, she was speaking this unknown language fluently. They rushed her to Lyria's room. The alien princess looked equally distressed. The blood connection is creating a knowledge transfer, Lyria explained after Olivia calmed down. My language is now in your mind, and I suspect some of your knowledge is in mine. Dr. Winters ran more tests. She confirmed that both Olivia and Lyria's brains showed unusual activity in the language centers. It's like their minds are synchronizing, she told Director Patel. That night, Olivia had the strongest alien dream yet. She saw a huge fleet of sleek ships. They were heading toward Earth. She felt a mix of hope and fear that wasn't entirely her own. She woke up and ran to Lyria's room without thinking. The guards tried to stop her, but she shouted, "They're coming!" with such urgency that they let her pass. Lyria was already awake, sitting up in bed with tears in her galaxy eyes. You saw them, she said. It wasn't a question. A fleet of ships, Olivia confirmed. Are they your people? Yes, but I don't know which faction has control of the fleet. If it's Commander Vex and the military faction, Earth could be in danger. Director Patel was called immediately. She brought military advisors with her. They questioned Lyria about the ships, their weapons, and defenses. How long do we have? A general asked. 3 days, perhaps 4, Lyria answered. They have faster than light travel, but must slow down near planetary systems. The officials left to make preparations. Olivia stayed with Lyria. There's more you're not telling them, Olivia said, somehow knowing this was true. Lyria nodded. The blood connection between us is more significant than they realize. It proves that humans and Astrali are compatible at a basic level. This could change everything my people believe about humans. Is that why you're scared? Olivia asked. I'm scared because those who fear humans will see our blood connection as contamination. They might decide that I'm tainted. Lyria touched her now pinkish skin. They might decide all of Earth is a threat that needs to be eliminated. Olivia felt cold fear. What can we do?
We need to find a way to show them that humans and Astrali can exist together peacefully.
That our differences make us stronger, not weaker. Lyria squeezed Olivia's hand. Your blood saved my life and gave me strength. Perhaps together we can save both our peoples. The next morning, Earth's most powerful telescopes detected the Astrali ships entering the solar system. They would reach Earth in exactly 3 days. The government moved Lyria and Olivia to a secure underground facility. As they traveled in the military helicopter, Olivia looked down at the cities and forests below. People were going about their normal lives, unaware that aliens were approaching, unaware that the fate of Earth might depend on the strange bond between a human nurse and an alien princess, whose blood now flowed in each other's veins. We'll find a way, Olivia promised, speaking in Astrali without realizing it. Lyria replied in perfect English, Together we already have. The underground facility was massive. It stretched beneath a mountain in what Olivia thought might be Colorado. She wasn't sure because they had blindfolded her during parts of the journey. The place buzzed with activity as military personnel and scientists prepared for the arriving alien fleet. Olivia and Lyria were given a large room with 2 beds, but no windows. Despite the comfortable furniture, it felt like a prison. Guards stood outside their door day and night. They're afraid of us, Olivia said as she paced the room. They think we might help your people against Earth. Lyria sat cross-legged on her bed. Her appearance had changed even more in the past days. Her skin was now a mix of human pink and Australi pearl. Her galaxy eyes remained, but her body shape was nearly human. They're right to be cautious, Lyria said. The blood bond between us is growing stronger. Soon we may be able to share thoughts without speaking. As if to prove her point, Olivia suddenly knew that Lyria was thirsty. She hadn't said anything, but Olivia felt the dry throat sensation as if it were her own. She poured a glass of water and handed it to Lyria without being asked. Lyria smiled. See? It's already happening. Dr. Winters visited them twice daily to run tests. She was the only friendly face they regularly saw. Today she brought news. The Australi ships have reached Mars orbit, she told them. They've sent a message demanding the return of Princess Lyria. They've given Earth 48 hours to comply. Or what? Olivia asked. Dr. Winters looked grim. They didn't specify, but they have weapons far beyond ours. I need to speak with them, Lyria said. But not just to the fleet commander. I need to address the Australi High Council directly. Dr. Winters promised to pass along the request. After she left, Lyria turned to Olivia with worry in her galaxy eyes. I can feel my cousin Vex's presence on the lead ship, she said. He commands the military faction. He has always opposed contact with humans. He believes your kind are dangerous and unpredictable. Well, he's not entirely wrong, Olivia said with a small smile. We can be both those things. Yes, but you're also compassionate and adaptable. Your blood proved that. Lyria touched her own face. Look how my body accepted and adapted to your blood. This is what Vex fears most, that our species could find common ground. That night, Olivia dreamed of standing on the bridge of an alien ship. She wore strange silver clothing. Officers with galaxy eyes bowed to her. She knew without being told that she was seeing through Lyria's memories. She woke to find Lyria sitting beside her bed. You were in my past, Lyria said, and I was in yours. I saw your childhood home with the big oak tree. I felt your joy when you saved your first patient as a nurse. Their connection was growing stronger by the hour. Sometimes Olivia would think a question and Lyria would answer out loud. Other times Lyria would crave a human food she had never tasted, only to realize the desire came from Olivia's mind. Director Patel arrived the next morning with a team of officials. They looked tense. The Australi Council has agreed to a video conference, Patel said. They want to see Princess Lyria to confirm she's alive and well. And to see how I've changed, Lyria added. They will notice immediately. The officials led them to a large conference room. One wall was filled with screens and communication equipment. Technicians worked to establish the connection with the alien fleet. Should I be here? Olivia asked, suddenly nervous. Yes, Lyria said firmly. They need to see what has happened between us. It may be our best chance for peace. The screens flickered and then showed a circular room with 12 seated figures. All had the galaxy eyes, but their appearances varied. Some looked almost like Lyria had when she first arrived, pearlescent skin and silver hair. Others had blue or green skin tones. In the center was a male figure with dark purple skin and angry galaxy eyes. Olivia knew without being told that this was Commander Vex, Lyria's cousin. Lyria, he said, his translator making his voice sound metallic. What have they done to you? Lyria stepped forward. I am well, cousin. Better than well. I have discovered something extraordinary about humans. She explained about the blood transfusion and how it had saved her life. As she spoke, the council members whispered among themselves. Some looked intrigued, others disgusted. This human blood has contaminated you, Vex said. You must return for purification. It hasn't contaminated me, Lyria argued. It has enhanced me. Look. She demonstrated her new strength by bending a metal rod. My body is stronger. My mind is clearer. And I've gained understanding of humans that no Australi has ever had. Olivia felt a push in her mind. Lyria was asking her to step forward. This is Olivia Marsh, Lyria said. She gave her blood to save me when I was dying. In doing so, she created a bond between our species. Vex's galaxy eyes narrowed. A bond? What do you mean? Instead of explaining, Lyria turned to Olivia and nodded. Olivia closed her eyes and concentrated. Using the connection between them, she sent a stream of Australi words into Lyria's mind. Lyria spoke them perfectly. As you can see, Lyria continued, we can share knowledge and abilities. This proves what the ancient texts suggested. that humans and Astrali share a distant evolutionary connection. This caused an uproar among the council. One elderly member with silver skin stood up. "The seeding theory," she said. "You believe this proves the seeding theory?" "I do," Lyria answered. "Our ancient belief that all intelligent life in our galaxy was seeded by the same source. How else could human blood be compatible with mine?" Commander Vex slammed his fist down. "This is heresy. Humans are primitive and violent. They cannot be related to us. This blood mixing is an abomination." "Then explain this," Lyria challenged. She spoke in perfect Astrali without her translator. Then she switched to English. "Two languages, one mind. The blood connection has given us both new abilities." Olivia stepped forward. "I've never learned your language, yet I understand every word being spoken. I've seen Lyria's homeworld in my dreams. I know your customs and history as if I lived them myself." The council members looked shocked. Even Vex seemed at a loss for words. The elderly council member spoke again. "If what you say is true, this changes everything we know about our place in the galaxy. It also changes how we must view humans," another council member added. "Not as primitive aliens, but as cousins we have not seen for millennia." Commander Vex regained his composure. "This changes nothing. The human has infected Lyria with their DNA. It's a contamination, not a revelation. I demand we extract Lyria immediately and quarantine Earth until we decide how to proceed." Olivia felt Lyria's fear spike through their connection. The word quarantine had a much darker meaning in Astrali than in English. It meant complete isolation, sometimes through destruction. "Wait," Olivia said, stepping closer to the screen. "Before you make any decisions, there's something else you should know." She took a small knife from her pocket. Before anyone could stop her, she made a small cut on her palm. Her blood welled up, normal red at first, but then shimmering with a silver gleam. "I've changed too," she said, showing her palm to the camera. "Lyria's blood has affected me just as mine affected her. We are living proof that our species can coexist and even benefit from each other." The council erupted into debate. Some were fascinated, others horrified. Commander Vex looked like he might explode with anger. The elderly council member raised her hand for silence. "This requires careful consideration. We will recess and discuss what we have seen." The screens went dark. Director Patel turned to Olivia with shock. "You never told us your blood had changed." "I wasn't sure until recently," Olivia lied. In truth, she had known for days but kept it secret, fearing she would be treated more like a lab specimen than a person. "This complicates matters," Patel said. "If the alien DNA has permanently altered you, others might be affected too." "It's not contamination," Lyria insisted. "It's evolution, a return to what both our species once were." Dr. Winters examined Olivia's cut, which was already healing at an accelerated rate. "The silver element in your blood has grown more concentrated. It seems to enhance cellular regeneration." For the next several hours, they waited for the Astrali Council to return. Olivia and Lyria sat together, sometimes speaking, sometimes communicating silently through their growing bond. "No matter what happens," Olivia said, "I don't regret giving you my blood." Lyria smiled. "And I don't regret coming to Earth even by accident. Perhaps the universe brought us together for a reason. To prevent a war," Olivia suggested. "Or to start something new," Lyria replied. "A reunion of two branches of the same family tree." The screens flickered back to life. The council had returned, but something had changed. Commander Vex was no longer in the center position. The elderly female member now occupied the leadership seat. "I am High Elder Thala," she announced. "The council has deliberated and reached a decision regarding Earth and Princess Lyria." Olivia and Lyria held hands, both feeling the same mix of hope and fear. "We believe," Elder Thala continued, "that this blood bond deserves further study. If humans and Astrali are truly compatible as the ancient texts suggest, it opens new possibilities for both our peoples." Commander Vex stood off to the side, his face a mask of controlled rage. 2 weeks passed since the Astrali Council made their offer. Earth's leaders debated endlessly about sending Olivia to the alien homeworld. Some saw it as a historic opportunity. Others feared it was a trap. Meanwhile, Olivia and Lyria were moved to a nicer facility in Washington, D.C. They had comfortable rooms with windows and could walk in a private garden. Scientists still ran daily tests, but the atmosphere was less prison-like. Dr. Winters brought exciting news one morning. "The blood bond between you two has stabilized," she explained. showing them charts on her tablet. Olivia, your blood now contains about 15% Australia elements. Lyria, yours contains about 20% human elements. Both of you have stopped changing. What does that mean for us? Olivia asked. It means you've reached a balance, Dr. Winters said. You're not becoming more alien, and Lyria's not becoming more human. You've each taken what you needed from the other and integrated it. The blood bond had other effects too. Olivia's small injuries healed within hours. She rarely felt tired and could remember things with perfect clarity. Lyria had gained human emotional responses. She laughed at jokes and even cried during sad movies. Their mental connection grew stronger each day. They could share thoughts easily, especially when touching. Sometimes they spoke in a mixed language that combined English and Australi, confusing everyone around them. Director Patel visited them in the garden one sunny afternoon. She sat on a bench across from them. The president has decided to accept the Australi offer, she announced. Olivia, if you agree, you'll travel to the Australi homeworld as Earth's first ambassador. Olivia looked at Lyria, who squeezed her hand in support. What about Lyria? Olivia asked. Will she stay here? Yes, she'll be Earth's guest and the Australi ambassador. We'll provide her with suitable accommodations and staff. Patel smiled thinly. Of course, we'll continue to study both of you. The medical possibilities of your blood bond are too important to ignore. Olivia felt Lyria's unease through their connection. Being studied like lab specimens wasn't what either of them wanted. I'll go, Olivia said. But I have conditions. First, Lyria must be treated as a diplomatic guest, not a research subject. Second, I want Dr. Winters to lead any research involving us. And third, we need to establish a communication method so Lyria and I can stay connected even across space. Patel looked surprised by Olivia's boldness, but nodded. I'll take your request to the president. After she left, Lyria looked worried. You should know that Commander Vex will try to separate us permanently. He sees our bond as a threat to Australi purity. Can he overrule the Council's decision? Olivia asked. Not directly, but he commands our military. He has influence. Lyria's galaxy eyes darkened with concern. There's something else you should know before you agree to go. She explained that Australi society was divided into factions. The science faction wanted peaceful contact with humans. The military faction led by Vex wanted isolation or even conquest. The religious faction believed in the ancient texts about shared origins of all intelligent life. The blood bond between us has shifted the balance of power, Lyria said. The religious faction sees us as proof of their beliefs. They've allied with the science faction against Vex. So I'll have allies there? Olivia asked. Yes, but also enemies. Vex will try to prove you're a threat. Be careful what you say and do. That night, Olivia dreamed of a beautiful city with crystal towers and ships that flew without wings. She knew she was seeing the Australi capital through Lyria's memories. When she woke, she felt both excited and terrified about going there. A week later, everything was ready. An Australi shuttle would take Olivia to their mothership orbiting Earth. From there, she would travel to the Australi homeworld. A journey of several weeks. The night before departure, Olivia and Lyria sat in the garden under the stars. They didn't need to speak aloud much anymore. Their thoughts flowed between them easily. I'm scared, Olivia admitted in her mind. I know, Lyria replied the same way. But you won't be alone. I'll be with you through our bond. What if the distance weakens it? The Council believes it won't. Our connection exists beyond physical space. Olivia looked up at the stars. Somewhere up there is your home. Soon it will be mine too, at least for a while. And Earth is now my home, Lyria said. Perhaps that's what our blood bond truly means, that we can belong in each other's worlds. The next morning, a large group gathered at a private airfield. Government officials, scientists, and military personnel came to witness Olivia's departure. Dr. Winters hugged her goodbye. I've packed special medical supplies for you, she said. And instructions for the Australi doctors. Take care of yourself. Director Patel shook Olivia's hand formally. Remember, you represent all of humanity now. Your actions will shape our relationship with the Australi for generations. Lyria stood apart from the others. When Olivia approached her, they embraced tightly. Through their touch, they shared a flood of emotions too complex for words. I'll come back, Olivia promised. And I'll be waiting, Lyria replied. The Australi shuttle descended from the clouds. It was sleek and silver, shaped like a teardrop. It landed silently on the runway. The door opened to reveal two Australi in formal attire. "Welcome, Ambassador Marsh," one said, bowing slightly. "I am Cora, your guide and translator." Olivia nodded. "I'm ready." As she walked toward the shuttle, she heard gasps behind her. She turned to see Lyria collapse to her knees, clutching her chest. Olivia felt a sharp pain in her own chest at the same moment. "Lyria," she cried, running back. Dr. Winters was already examining the alien princess. "Her heartbeat is erratic. We need to get her to the medical facility." The Astrali from the shuttle hurried over. "What is happening to the princess?" Cora asked. "I don't know," Olivia said, kneeling beside Lyria. "But I feel it too." She placed her hand on Lyria's. Immediately their minds connected. Olivia saw flashes of a laboratory, felt the sensation of something being injected. Then came words in Astrali. "Separation protocol activated." "It's Vex," Lyria gasped aloud. "He's trying to break our bond." The Astrali visitors looked alarmed. Cora spoke rapidly into a communication device in her native language. "Commander Vex has injected Princess Lyria with a compound designed to purge human elements from her blood," Cora explained to the humans. "He must have had agents on Earth. The Council did not authorize this." Dr. Winters pulled out her medical scanner. "Her body is fighting the compound. It's causing a severe reaction." Olivia felt Lyria's pain through their bond. She also felt something else. The bond itself was under attack. It felt like threads being torn apart. "Help her," Olivia pleaded. Dr. Winters looked helpless. "I don't know how." "This is alien biochemistry," Cora stepped forward. "There is one possibility. The bond between you might be strong enough to overcome the separation compound." "How?" Olivia asked desperately. "Blood calls to blood," Cora said. "The original connection must be renewed." Olivia understood immediately. She rolled up her sleeve. "Do it. Take my blood again." Dr. Winters looked uncertain but prepared the transfusion equipment. As Olivia's blood flowed into Lyria for the second time, both women gasped. The pain intensified at first, then began to fade. Through their bond, Olivia could feel the separation compound being neutralized by her fresh blood. The mental connection between them, which had started to fray, strengthened again. Lyria's breathing steadied. Her galaxy eyes cleared. "It's working," she whispered. Cora spoke again into her communication device. After listening to the response, she turned to the humans. "The High Council is outraged by Commander Vex's actions. He has been removed from his position pending investigation. They ask that both Princess Lyria and Ambassador Marsh remain on Earth until we understand what happened." Director Patel nodded grimly. "We'll provide full security for both of them." Later, in the medical facility, Dr. Winters examined both women. "The second transfusion did more than counteract the separation compound," she said with amazement. "It strengthened your blood bond. The shared elements in your blood have increased by 10% in both of you." "What does that mean?" Director Patel asked. "It means," Lyria said, "that our connection cannot be broken by force. It grows stronger when challenged." Olivia smiled, feeling the truth of this through their bond. Maybe that's what Vex feared most. Not that we would change each other, but that our bond would prove unbreakable. That evening, another Astrali shuttle arrived. This one carried High Elder Thala herself. The elderly council leader requested a private meeting with Olivia and Lyria. Commander Vex's actions were unauthorized and dangerous, Elder Thala said, but they revealed something important about your blood bond. That it's stronger than anyone thought, Olivia suggested. More than that, Elder Thala said. The way your blood fought the separation compound suggests a genetic memory activation. The human elements in Lyria's blood recognized the threat and organized a defense. This should not be possible with ordinary blood mixing. What are you saying? Lyria asked. I believe your blood bond has awakened ancient genetic pathways that have been dormant in both our species for millennia. Pathways that date back to when we were one people. 1 year passed since the blood bond between Olivia and Lyria changed both their lives. In that time, they had traveled to 12 countries on Earth and visited 3 planets in the Astrali Confederation. Everywhere they went, they were greeted with curiosity and hope. Today, they stood on the observation deck of the Astrali human vessel, named Unity. It was the first ship built by both species working together. Below them, Earth looked peaceful and blue. Hard to believe it's been a year, Olivia said, her hand resting on the railing. She had changed in that time. Her skin now had a subtle pearlescent glow, and tiny flecks of starlight appeared in her eyes when she was emotional. She wore a uniform that combined Australi silver with earth blue. "Sometimes it feels like yesterday that I crashed in those woods," Lyria replied. She too had changed. Her skin had a warm human tone mixed with its alien shimmer. Her galaxy eyes remained, but her expressions were more human. "Other times it feels like my life before the crash happened to someone else." Through their blood bond, they shared a moment of reflection. The bond had continued to evolve over the months. They could now communicate mentally across great distances and share sensory experiences. When Lyria first tasted chocolate, Olivia had enjoyed it with her through their connection. When Olivia first set foot on Australi soil, Lyria had felt her wonder. Dr. Winters joined them on the deck. She had become the lead scientist on what was now called the Unity Project. "The latest test results are in," she said, showing them her tablet. "The blood marker we isolated from you two has been successfully introduced to 60 more pairs." This was what their year of travel had been about. Finding volunteers from both species who were willing to receive the blood marker that allowed humans and Australi to share a bond. Not a full blood transfusion like Olivia and Lyria had experienced, but a carefully created compound derived from their mixed blood. "How are the new pairs doing?" Lyria asked. "Very well," Dr. Winters smiled. "The mental connection forms within days. Not as strong as yours, but it's growing. And the medical benefits are remarkable. The humans show increased healing and longevity. The Australi show greater adaptability to different environments." High Elder Thala approached, leaning slightly on a staff. Despite her age, she had traveled with them for most of the year, lending her authority to the Unity Project. "We have received the final vote from the Australi High Council," she announced. "Combined with Earth's United Nations vote yesterday, we now have official approval for Phase 2. Phase 2 was ambitious. It would establish permanent exchange programs between Earth and 3 Australi worlds. Thousands of volunteers would receive the blood marker and form bonds with partners from the other species. Scientists, artists, engineers, and teachers would share knowledge and culture. "Have we heard from Vex?" Olivia asked. The former commander had escaped custody 6 months ago. With a small group of followers, he had fled to the outer colonies of the Australi Confederation. They called themselves purists and opposed any mixing between species. "No direct communication," Elder Thala said. "But our intelligence suggests he is gathering supporters. Some fear the changes our unity brings." Olivia nodded. Through the blood bond, she and Lyria had learned that fear of change was universal. On Earth, some groups protested against alien contamination. On Australi world, some feared losing their identity. Director Patel, now Earth's Secretary of Interstellar Relations, joined their group. "The medical ship has completed its mission to Australi Colony 3, she reported. "The epidemic is contained. The blood marker provided the resistance the colonists needed to fight the virus. This was an unexpected benefit of their work. The Australi, for all their advanced technology, had engineered away some of their natural immune responses. Human blood, with its aggressive approach to fighting disease, helped them regain this ability. Similarly, humans gained Australi cellular regeneration. The first human recipients of the blood marker showed healing abilities that astonished doctors. Wounds closed faster, organs repaired themselves, and aging processes slowed. It's like each species held half of a complete picture, Dr. Winters had explained. Together we're rediscovering what our shared ancestors knew, that life is stronger when diverse strengths combine. Now, on the observation deck, Lyria suddenly stiffened. Olivia felt a wave of alarm through their bond. "What is it?" she asked. "A message," Lyria said. "Through the bond network." The bond network was another surprise development. As more humans and Australi formed blood bonds, they discovered they could connect not just with their partners but with others who shared the marker. It wasn't as strong as the direct bond, but it allowed quick communication across vast distances. "Colony 7 is under attack," Lyria reported, her galaxy eyes wide. "Vex and the Purists have seized the main facility." Director Patel immediately activated her communication device. "Alert status. All security personnel report to stations." Elder Thala closed her eyes, connecting to the bond network herself. "Confirmed. Vex has taken hostages. He demands we cease all blood bonding immediately and separate all bonded pairs." Olivia and Lyria exchanged glances. Through their bond, they shared the same thought. This was exactly what they had feared. "We should go there," Olivia said. "Too dangerous," Director Patel objected. "You two are too valuable to risk." We're also the only ones who truly understand the bond, Lyria countered. We might be able to reason with him, or at least with his followers. And if any bonded pairs are hurt during the attack, we might be able to help them, Olivia added. After heated debate, it was agreed. The Unity would travel to Colony 7 at maximum speed. They would arrive in 18 hours. During the journey, Olivia and Lyria prepared. Through their blood bond, they could sense the fear and confusion from bonded pairs on the colony. Some had been separated from their partners by the purists. The pain of that separation echoed through the bond network. He's trying to prove the bond can be broken, Lyria said as they sat in their quarters, that it makes us weak and dependent. But he's wrong, Olivia replied. The bond makes us stronger together, not weaker. When they arrived at Colony 7, they found chaos. The purists had control of the main facility, but resistance fighters held the outlying areas. A standoff had developed. From orbit, Olivia and Lyria opened a communication channel to the colony. Commander Vex, Lyria called. This is Princess Lyria. I request a meeting to discuss your concerns. After a long pause, Vex's face appeared on the screen. He looked haggard, his purple skin dull and his galaxy eyes dimmed. The contaminated princess, he sneered. Have you come to surrender? I've come to understand, Lyria replied calmly, and to be understood. Will you meet with us? Just the three of us? Vex laughed bitterly. You cannot separate from your human pet long enough for a meeting. The bond has made you dependent and weak. Olivia stepped forward. Then meet with both of us, unless you fear what we represent. That challenge struck home. Vex agreed to a meeting in neutral territory, a small building between the main facility and the resistance area. Despite security concerns, Olivia and Lyria went alone. They walked side by side across the rocky terrain of the colony world. Through their bond, they shared strength and resolve. Vex waited inside with 2 guards. He looked at them with disgust. See how you've changed? Neither human nor Astrali. Corrupted or evolved, Lyria suggested. Return to what we once were. Lies from the old texts, Vex spat. We were never one people. Then explain this, Olivia said. She took a small device from her pocket, a genetic analyzer. We've mapped the shared markers in our DNA. The evidence is clear. Humans and Astrali diverged from common ancestors roughly 50,000 years ago. Vex waved this away. Scientific trickery. What do you truly fear, cousin? Lyria asked gently. That we were once the same? Or that we might become something new together? I fear the loss of what makes us Astrali, Vex said, showing genuine emotion for the first time. Our purity, our connection to the stars. Through their bond, Olivia and Lyria sensed his sincerity. His fear was real, even if misguided. The bond doesn't erase what we are, Olivia explained. I'm still human. Lyria is still Astrali, but we're also something more together. Let us show you, Lyria suggested. She held out her hand to her cousin. Vex hesitated, then slowly extended his hand. Lyria took it. Through their blood bond, Olivia could sense Lyria opening her mind, showing Vex glimpses of what the bond truly meant. Not loss but gain. Not weakness but strength in connection. Vex pulled his hand away, but his expression had changed. He looked uncertain. The bonded pairs you've separated are in pain, Olivia said. Not from dependency, but from having a connection severed. Like losing a sense or a limb. If the bond truly made us weaker, Lyria added, why has it survived Vex's attempts to break it? Why do those who experience it choose to keep it? Outside they heard commotion. The resistance was moving closer. Time was running out. End this peacefully, Olivia urged. Release the hostages. Let those who wish to bond do so, and those who don't remain as they are. Choice, not force. Vex looked between them, conflicted. And if I refuse? Then you fight not just us, but the future, Lyria said simply,